I feel great, thank you. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it.
So can you tell us what the takeaway is from the...
Our position will continue to be we want structural changes here. We want structural changes on all the items, the theft of IP, the forced transfers of technology, cyber hacking, of course, trade barriers. We've got to have something that's enforceable. I'm not sure, they'll have a good conversation at the top. They'll have their own little something. Well, I don't know. You're linking the two. In economic terms, the burden of these tariffs so far, I think a strong case could be made. It falls more heavily on China. And we're actually seeing evidence. Their companies, they're losing market share. So a lot of importers in the U.S. can go elsewhere. There's a lot of elasticity of demand, if you pardon that economics phrase. Don't have to buy from China. That's one point. China seems to be slashing their prices, so they're losing money. That's another point. I mean, the bond market has been, as I've said many, many times, I think the president, 100% right, all the unfair, non-reciprocal trading practices with China has got to change. It's got to change. They've been breaking world trading laws for a long time to our disadvantage, hurting our economy, hurting our workers. So it's got to change. So I think any cost-benefit ratio works out very well for the president. No, we're not talking about a border adjustment tax.
Why did you say that China pays our tariffs?
In terms of the economic burden, we feel the bigger part of that burden will come on the China side because number one, if they want to sell into the tariffs, they're going to have to slash prices, which means they will lose money and damage their economy. Number two, some American firms have already begun actions to shift production from China to the United States. Number three, pardon my phrase, elasticities of demand. American customers of China products don't have to stay with China. They can go to Vietnam, Bangladesh, Mexico. So that's where the economic burden, we believe, falls most heavily on the Chinese. It's really hard to say, and I don't want to speculate. The two leaders will talk. That's all I know. And as I said, our team insists on, as I just described it, structural changes, long-lasting, enforceable structural changes. That's all I can possibly say.